I don't think Kayla or Nick or April took very kindly to that. And
You didn't want anything to do with it, but you live stream with people. Like I don't get that either. Okay, there are allegations. This person's a scumbag. I'm not saying you act on allegations. Allegations are not substantiated. That is for the court of law to decide. But you're saying like, hey, my friend made these statements to me. It just proves how low down and disgusting and how horrible. You know, they're all scumbags. By the way, I was on this live stream and they sent me this. Okay. Like, one does not seem like the other. I don't want anything to do. Oh, okay. Then why not have anything to do with them? Publicly, just, live and let live. That's great. But I try not to be on, I try not to put myself in a situation where I'm around people I totally dislike. I think most people are like that. So the riling her up, I thought was interesting. Again, hearing allegations about, sounds like there's been a lot of communication with people that you 100% don't like, supposedly. She talked about early on, she's one of the people that confirmed that all of this stuff happened. She talked about Gino, or whatever his name is, receiving it, them getting the phone call with the police, and now she's following that up.
we're driving home from Pennsylvania yesterday, and we got a police officer. I won't even say her name.
I'm gonna say one thing with that. That's how you should talk about the police officers too. I realize you may dislike police officers 100%, but if a police officer is calling you or you're in their jurisdiction, unless you have a case against them or something else, and I'm talking about like they 100% did you wrong, like they slammed you off some concrete, and you're suing there, I would say, by the way, you won by then, maybe just say nice things. Like if anything else that comes up in this, say nice things about the police. They're the nicest people ever. They're the greatest. You've heard the old adage about shitting where you eat. You never do that. So, and anything else, you may dislike, again, her, anything she said. I've seen a lot of people pointing her way, but I have to say that one thing. Like, a lot of people fail on that. You shouldn't motivate the police. You shouldn't motivate prosecutors. Should motivate any of them. If you're having problems or you could get in the jackpot. Again, nicest people ever. Lovely people. Love them. They're the nicest. Yes. I would like to buy them chocolates. Take them on a date.
Goes, I'm calling to ask nude photo.
By the way, Sandy said, oh, look, to giving airtime to her. She's the worst streamer anywhere. I don't know her at all, but she's a participant in this. So it's not necessarily giving her airtime. It's her talking about their communication in that moment. Like, I don't know her from Adam or Eve or whatever you want to put in there. I don't know them. Don't care to, just to be honest. Like, I dislike or like any of them. I just, particularly they discuss what happened. So.
That was sent to you by Aaron Imholte of Kayla Rekieta. Trying to be a bro, but we're disgusted by the whole
the separation. Like, I'm not part of that. Did you say revenge prawn? No. I don't want to bro out with them. Yeah, I 100%. I see what they're trying to do there. Well, no, because very well your name could come up in this stuff too. His name 100%. He received it, chatted about it. Oh, he could have had problems off of that as well. I thought, by the way I understood this, and you all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought this lady here and April, I thought they were supposed to be good friends. I mean, maybe that doesn't mean anything. I don't know. But there was a message exchange. The first time I had ever heard about her was when she was talking about a message exchange between herself and Nick Rekieta regarding April. And again, I thought the whole idea of that message exchange was because this person was supposed to be a friend of April. And the other reason I say that is because look how quickly, like, she slid under that bus, you know. And again, that's not a statement. I don't know April in any way, shape, or form either. I've never had, I've never interacted with her in any way, any capacity, on just some random stream or anything else. So I don't know her. I don't know Aaron either from anything that's been communicated there. But like I said, I thought they were supposed to be pals. Then you get they're all scumbags. And you may 100% agree with that, by the way. But it's just fascinating, like, how this is gone. And
whole thing. It was a picture of a naked woman. And she's like, well, is her face in it? He was like, yes.
Wait, so she was supposed to be a bridesmaid so April was supposed to be a bridesmaid in her wedding. I don't know. Like I said, this is another way when people ask me about getting together and why I don't do a lot of get-togethers and stuff. I have a handful of people that I do like. And, you know, I wish everyone else the best. I like people online. But, man, internet bullshit. Like, if you keep your circle small, then you're not as disappointed. I'm not in middle school anymore, so, you know, again, I'm talking about a Rekieta court thing. I'm not pulling up a video being like, look what these people's doing, you know. But it's the way, it's like you deal a lot of times with 30-plus-year-old middle schoolers. Like, they burn each other down all the time. And I don't know. Maybe that's me getting a glimpse into that certain part of the internet. I don't know. But sometimes, you know, these people are involved in each other. I guess my point is, you have people that are firmly involved with other people's lives. Like, they're supposedly, quote unquote, friends enough that they're attending weddings and everything. And then it's like, yeah, they're a scumbag. They've always been a scumbag. I'm like, well, wait, what? Now, I'm not saying I have never had a revelation with some people and I've been like, oh, Jesus, you know, well, okay.
And then he goes, I'm sorry, officer. I'm sure you understand. And then she's kind of laughing.
Is she implying that the officer that called about that knew about the other case that was going on too? Because that seems to be the implication in that. Yeah, we're not actually talking about that other case there. I know maybe he brought that up in his statements. I don't know. She didn't really, you know, get into everything. But is that the implication?
You know, he sent this to you. Pulling our heels. We're laughing. Blah, blah, blah. And she goes,
funny times, you know, right? Revenge prawn. Good times. Let's hang out. Yeah, we'll have coffee. What the man? Oh, my Lord. Yeah, we just making jokes about that, you know? What do you get when you put two morons on a live stream? Well, you get a warrant for one's arrest and another one desperately trying to get his ass out of trouble. Fun times.
You know, so I was watching your talk show, dude. And then there was...
From the first, again, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this too. But the implication I took from the other statements from her is that he deleted it after the stream. Like not like he was showing it off to, hey, look at what I got sent. Because, you know, he's now showcasing the revenge prawn as well. I mean, he's showing it to other parties, correct? He already knows who that is. I mean, he's 100% aware of who that is. And he's admittedly now showing not just, oh, I was horrified by that, you know, the stuff it sank in, all these people are scumbags, and I deleted it. And now it was like, hey, were there other people that was shown to too, or just her? Because like I said, the first live stream clip I saw from her, that's the way that I took that. It was, yeah, he conveyed what was there to her, not he was showcasing it. Like, hey, check this out. You know, because she's given a description of everything. So obviously, yes, she saw it 100%. He's sharing it with other people. Again, maybe I misheard that before.
There's a moment on a Rumble Friday where after he sends it to Gino, Aaron goes to Gino, your boy didn't do too bad, did he?
That's a sad indictment of a person themselves, where they need another person outside of that to reassure and to validate them. To say, yeah, you did great here. Oh, your boy didn't do so bad, did he? Well, let's look at how everything did turn out. It turned into an absolute trash fire. Relationship turned into a trash fire. He himself, if we go off his own statements, he was saying that people were bringing substances around his kids. I mean, really drink that in, you know? So yeah, it turned out really badly. And this was something, again, he talks about disconnection and everything else. Like, I got out of that. Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying, when you got to reflect back on everything, on that trash fire, and be like, well, I got this. Haha. Didn't I do a good job, buddy? Random guy I'm live streaming with.
She had texted both Gino and I.
Why do you feel bad for Aaron doing that, by the way? I mean, I could feel bad in this situation and be like, damn. Because, you know, with the situation, yeah, he thought he was, from his own definition of everything, he thought he was getting into this relationship. He thought he was going to have, you know, multiple people with him. He says that he developed the relationship with Kayla, but you knew it was going to go sideways. I could feel bad, I guess, in that part. But the sending and, again, the need for validation, I don't feel bad with that, because you knew how that was going to turn out. I mean, that was the stupidest move you could make. So I don't, for the life of me, understand how you could feel bad for him wanting those backpacks. I mean, if he needs somebody to validate him, he should go see a professional, because he's been stuck on that specific thing. I realize too that is the thing that has given him clicks and money there. So yes, and I can understand being angry, but look where it got him. I mean, he's got, again, a warrant for his arrest now. Instead of just being an outside observer, moving on, he could even tell you about all the stuff that happened without still being, you know, caught in that moment. And I'm not saying he shouldn't collect screenshots of specific statements or anything. That way he could prove that certain things happen. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about pulling up a screenshot and saying, hey, this proves what I'm saying, da-da-da. No, this was, hey, bro, look at this. Look how great I did. Check that out. What you were saying about that. I mean, it was just so cringy. Like the end of that live stream. Your boy didn't do that bad.
And even in the midst of all of this turmoil, you're still going to send a nude photo of Kayla to Gino. That'll be that. But
I don't want to rile April up. So does that mean they're still in communication, by the way? Like, you're calling them, again, absolute scumbags and still staying in communication? I don't know. Again, for the life of me, I don't understand a lot of these relationships. I try to keep neutral to positive relationships with people even I don't like.
So I suppose they filed a report, and that's within their rights.
Oh, the Rosebud or what?
Okay, so you see how this conversation comes together too. It's interesting to me, like the discussion about I'm not a fan of this or I'm not a fan of that. You know, it didn't seem like just a hijacked party. Like, just watch him in this too. You know, because again, you hear what's stated to the police officers about what happened versus the actual clip. So you tell me, just like I've said repeatedly for Nick, I hope that he gets everything in order. I hope 100% sobriety there and stays. And to be honest, man, I don't think, from some statements recently, I don't think you're going to have a return to the image from 3 years ago. He said, there was again, I'm going to paraphrase this, but there was somebody saying, I liked that you, and he said, no, you liked that time period, implying that this is who I am. Okay. Well, what I'd like to see some, when you become the story itself, it sucks. Like for anything, you don't want to be the opening act. You want to be covering a case. You don't want to be the case. And if you do end up in litigation, which you may, it depends on what it is. 100%. If you're in litigation with, we'll say, I know he was in litigation with Monograph. There's the $300 thing. There was a lot of talks about that. At first, some of those were even, they even looked like, okay, well, this might actually come your way. But it kept getting worse and worse. But there are cases like I cover the what the hell stuff. I think they have people that live right across the street from them, and there's insanity in their lives all the time. And they talk about it because the law enforcement there says 100%. You got to record everything. That's a little bit different.